welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
An enthusiastic crowd ready for NFL football here down under in Melbourne, Australia. Tonight, a good one straight ahead. It's the Miami Dolphins and the San Francisco 49ers on Monday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen in the booth. Riley Patterson on the field gets this thing going. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. This return will take him out past the 25-yard line. Decent field position as this game gets going. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. It was Tyrell Dodson that time on the tackle.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Kittle is the man in motion. On 2nd down, Purdy. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. And he's out of bounds, up close to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers. On the give, it's McCaffrey. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
Automatic first down.
New set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Kittle is the man in motion. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Purdy now on 2nd down. A short one there, caught by Kittle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
George Kittle.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. former Cal Bear, Jake Tunsis. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he'll give himself up after picking up the first down.
Fourth and short, initially, you could tell he's just trying to get this ball out of his hand quickly, just enough to move the chains. Defense did a good job taking his reads away, so he turns into a runner, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and keeps this drive alive.
Momentum building here. On this drive, they go again, 1st and 10. Purdy going to give this one to McCaffrey. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Mike, I'm not sure that there is a player in the NFL who is more important to their offensive success than Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you talk about do it all. I mean, from a pure running standpoint, he's as good as it gets. Over 100 catches. The sheer volume of snaps, the sheer volume of touches. I mean, it is just hard to replicate and really describe what a career Christian McCaffrey has had. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
To the goal line and in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it, and the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Dolphins nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, Malik Washington. Yeah! And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Miami offense set to go. Greg, they are led by Malik Willis, picked up back in March after a couple of good seasons with the Green Bay Packers.
A full offensive reset down in Miami this past offseason, Mike, and you know, one of the positions that they're looking to find some stability is, of course, at the quarterback position. So they bring Malik Willis in short spurts up in Green Bay, really showed promise that they think he can be their both short-term answer to stabilize the organization, but also to play at quarterback long-term.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane, and he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. The Niners have the early advantage. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. The Dolphins in possession of the football. We begin the second quarter as they've got it starting 3rd down and 2. Willis to throw. Got a man, Max Tolbert. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch. And that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game. Don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
1st and 10. They're going to run, and that's the man from OK State, Ollie Gordon. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now Willis. Open man, Malik Washington. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Washington.
18 yards on the connection. First down, Miami.
First down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Austin Jackson, the former first-rounder, guilty there. Well run with Achane. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of the first down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those plays where you got to give him some love after. Let him know it was an outstanding run and all that. Because even though it was a good effort, it's hard not to feel disappointed, Mike, that they somehow weren't able to move the chains.
Willis now to throw. He's got the tight end. That's Greg Dulcich. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And I'll tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
And he'll somehow manage to get rid of this. He took a shot, too. The pass falls incomplete.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Willis now to throw. Finds his tight end, Dulcich.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
3rd and goal. Throwing is Willis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Patterson's kick is good. 7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Greg and I will be right back after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense going to take over now for the second time. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
It's a gain of 37.
That is a big gain for the 49ers. 37 yards.
At the 43-yard line.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, he creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. To the right side, and Kirk's got it. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
On 3rd down, the defense decides to dial up a blitz. Give credit to the offensive line and the running backs. They were ready for it. They picked it up. That's what allowed the quarterback to escape the pocket, see open space, and convert and pick up the 1st down.
Purdy using the pop pass. He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. The Niners use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. And he'll finally just get rid of this one. Didn't want to take a chance. Good decision. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock.
It's 4th down.
On fourth down, on is Eddie Pinheiro for the 49ers field goal.
A 38-yard attempt.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the 49ers go out to a 10-3 lead.
You know, if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, you're at least entertaining the thought of going for it. But I think with what they were remaining left there, half winding down, I do think I'm okay with their taking those points.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Dolphins offense going to take over just before the half. Just the lone field goal for them so far. Down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Throwing, Willis. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Willis. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Pistol snap to Willis. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On fourth down, Dolphins going to send out Bradley Pinion. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's to the 25, and he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A shot downfield for Samuel. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. A fake to Achan, and now Willis. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Osa Odigizua in there for the sack. It is a loss of 6 to begin the drive. Now they'll bring up second and long. Throwing, Willis. He runs with it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's 3rd and 7. To throw is Willis. To the left side, he's got Tobin. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Again, it's McCaffrey, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Waitman now on to punt. Kick is away. On the return, here's Washington. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Receiver in motion, going right. Now, faking the give. He'll get this out wide. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Brings up second.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Dulcich now brought in motion. A run out of the gun with Achane. And nothing materializes there. Just fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Dulcich now brought in motion. On third down, they'll set up to throw. That one into the hands of Atwell. First time they've worked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Down the field, he's got Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. Good for a Dolphins first down. Willis. That one out wide to Achane. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
It's a gain of 5.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 23, here's second down and 5. On the ground, Achane opens up this fourth quarter. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 10 yards to start this fourth quarter, and good for a first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield. But the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Up the middle, it is Gordon. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up fourth down. What a hit.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now, it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here with McCaffrey. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. The 49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So here comes Malik Willis and the Dolphins. Down 10-3, 2:25 remaining. They have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they go to work on 1st down. Dulcich now brought in motion. Willis now to throw. The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
So this is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. And the pocket starts to collapse. The good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and they can feel that pass rush. You don't always have to see it, but once those eyes go down, it's going to be trouble.
And they will not be able to get another play off, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. The ball's out. The Niners have got it. They're going to be in field goal range already as they've got the ball on the turnover inside the 30.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Now the pitch comes to McCaffrey. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
At the 27-yard line.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Dolphins 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it, and he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Dolphins offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Willis to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing is Willis. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And nothing doing here. will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They run once more with McCaffrey. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
Willie Gay on the tackle. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
What a find Pinheiro turned out to be last year, huh, Mike? I mean, think, he was let go by Carolina, and then it was San Francisco that picked him up after Jake Moody struggled in the opener. And all Pinheiro did was reward him by going 28 for 29 in the regular season. That was the best kicking percentage in all of football.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And maybe that's a fitting conclusion to this one. Sacked on the final snap. And that is how this one will end. So a win here for the 49ers. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal. That's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.